the health center is an old, rusting building in the middle of Camp Barrow. It is not looking too good, but the front doors, luckily, are not blocked by rubble or anything. One of them's even just kind of swung right open, falling off the hinge. You and Howard look at the building. This is the Picron Health Center, again named after Laura Picron on Twitter. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Picron.
Yeah, like I said, they might have medicine in here and drugs.
Well, yeah, that's why I agreed to come down here, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, I was just catching the audience up, and he looks directly at the camera. Just in case.
Just in case. Alright, well, yeah, so I'm gonna go in and get me some attention medically. And maybe socially.
Yeah, the front room is as gross and disgusting as you could imagine, right? There's a desk at the front with a door hidden behind it, kind of tucked away behind it. There is an open hallway to the left. In this front room, there are seats, red, stained brown seats on each side, 3 or 4 on each side of the room. And from the ceiling, you can see a pipe which is caved down from the ceiling. It's dripping gross, disgusting water into a puddle.
I'm going to drink the forbidden liquid.
You are?
Just kidding. I'm not. No, God, no. A wolf heart is my current thing. That's good. We're good.
Yeah. At the desk, there is a computer. There's some stuff sitting on the desk. You imagine there are probably drawers. What are you gonna do?
So is there anybody at the desk?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna loot the drawers then. I'm assuming. Hold on. Before I do that, I'm going to call out, see if anybody's here. Hey, anybody here? If not, I'm totally not going through the drawers.
Your voice echoes through the hallway and quietly. You can tell. I mean, the lights, they don't exist. Basically, it's dark. But your voice echoes through the hallways. You don't hear anyone.
Alright, I'm looking through the drawers. It's drawer time, baby!
Alright. You see a bunch of stuff. Which drawer are you going to pick? There are 3.
The first one, whatever that is.
Alright, in that first drawer, you see 2 stim packs and a bottle of dirty water.
Alright, I'm going to take the 2 stim packs and start looking through the second drawer.
Second drawer's empty.
And then the third one.
The third drawer has a bunch of old medical files, kind of on a clipboard, but it seems to be tilted up. The clipboard does. It's tilted.
Ooh, I'm going to pick up the clipboard and see what's under it, because there has to be something.
A pack of cigarettes.
I'll take them.
There are 6 left.
Alright, I got 6 cigs.
What'd you find?
I'm gonna use this as bribe. I got some bribery against the overseer. I know she likes to smoke quite a bit, so hey, I got some cigarettes.
Some leverage?
I
have a feeling she might have enough on her own, to be honest.
Well, in this society, I mean, what is enough, really?
Enough is nothing's ever enough, I suppose.
I also got 2 stim packs. Those things are good for you, you know. You put them in your arm or whatever, and boom, you miss.
You could use one if you'd like.
Well, yeah.
Since you are hurt, right?
I am. Well, you see, I'm miraculously that wolf heart that I consumed vigorously earlier.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
My cuts also are gone, and my head no longer hurts. So hey,
feels good.
Feels good.
Feeling good. So you're at full HP then?
Yep.
All right, good to know. Good to know. So like I said, there's a hallway to the left from the entrance. There's also a door behind the desk.
I'm going to poke my head through the door behind the desk.
You're going to try to poke your head through the door, but when you try to open it, it is locked.
Oh. I'm going to ask Todd if he has any skills with lockpicking. If not, I will attempt to lockpick it with my
all right
stuff.
Well, I guess I can try. And he is going to... Where's lockpick? There it is. So, my character sheets, what I did was I made them as if they were level 2, but they weren't level 2 yet at the time, so I made them so that I could see what the level 1 stats were. So right now his lockpick is 14 plus 5 plus 5.
Mm. Oh, by the way, were we supposed to level up, or are we doing that like
Yeah,
soon?
you leveled up
Oh,
when you left.
okay, that's what I thought. All right, I'm gonna have to do that.
So he's going to
Stuff.
go ahead and try with the door. He got a 32. So he tries and realizes he doesn't have any bobby pins or anything. He's like, "Oh wait, I don't have anything to pick it with."
Well, I what I'm going to do is I'm gonna hey Todd, you hurt by any chance? Got like an ingrown toenail or something? Just a little anything? Need a little pick me up for say?
What?
Are you hurt in any way, shape, or form? Physically, I mean.
What are you trying to do with this?
Okay, out of character. I was gonna give him a stim pack, okay? And because a stim pack is a needle, I was going to see if I could use said needle, bend it a little bit, and then use it as a lockpick.
That's clever. He's not hurt.
Oh, okay. Um,
No, not really. I didn't take any damage to that. I didn't take anything from those wolves earlier.
all right.
Sorry.
So, for the better judgment, I was going to you know what? Here, I'm gonna do a selfless thing here and not stab you, and I'm gonna stab myself in the arm with my knife.
You could just use the stim pack. You don't have to stab yourself.
All right, fine. I'll use I'll use the stim pack on myself.
Oh, you're gonna stab yourself
No,
anyway.
I'll use the stim pack on me.
Right.
Yes. Hell.
So that
Yeah.
means that I think you're gonna have to roll an addiction save against. I think stim packs do it too, right?
No, no, I don't think stim packs do addiction.
I feel like they do. They do something.
I will check though, just to make sure, because
They count as chems. Yeah.
they do count
There's no
as
addiction
chems,
save.
but
See
yeah, but
medicine and repair rules. Let's see.
and under withdrawal there is no there is no stim pack. So yeah, I was gonna say if it has like a little where the fuck are they? If it has like a little, when I find it, I'll let you
Well,
know.
because there's stim pack sickness. I know there's that in the games.
Oh yeah, yeah. Under well that's I think they removed that in like later games. I was gonna say under addiction, if it has like a little mark, or if it has a little
Asterisk?
dash or whatever, it doesn't have any.
Okay.
At least I don't think. Yeah.
So stim packs will heal 1d6 for each 20 points rounded down in medicine or in medicine.
Mhm.
So what do you have in medicine then?
I have a total of 8 in medicine.
So yeah, you'll heal 1d6. Not that you need to, but you will.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I heal 1d6. All right. Okay. Yeah, and then I'm going.
You gotta roll it.
Oh, I
You have
guess
to roll it to see how many hit points you don't heal because you're at full.
I don't heal 1 HP.
Darn, that's unfortunate.
What a shame.
If only you didn't heal more. You know,
Mhm.
that'd be more fun.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'm gonna bend I'm gonna bend the end of the needle or whatever of the thingy.
go ahead and roll. I guess roll repair for that. I guess
Okay.
cobbling together this thing.
I'm guessing that that's just a straight up 0.
What'd you
Got
get?
double 0 and then a 0.
That's 100.
Oh,
Because you
nice.
can't roll. Because on any other die you can't roll 0. That
Mhm.
would be 100.
Oh, that makes sense. Yep.
The
Okay.
range is 1 to 100.
All right, then I got 108.
Yeah, you're able to. It takes a bit of effort to do it, but you're able to bend the needle into a shape kind of like a bobby pin that would fit the lock. Go ahead and roll lockpick.
All right, and then I'm gonna roll really bad for this. Oh, why did I have to say something? I got a total of, let's see, that is 50, 60. I got 60. Wait, no, sorry, I take that back. That is completely wrong. I got a total of 30.
The needle breaks.
Oh, what a shame.
It actually breaks off in the keyhole,
Mm.
so it's kind of stuck in there
What
now.
kind of I should have thought of this beforehand. What kind of door is it?
So it's just like a locked door with like a keyhole.
Is it a wooden door? Like a steel door?
No, steel.
Steel. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, I'm going to
There is the other hallway.
go down the hallway.
All right. Tough luck, bud.
What
And he kind of
a
does that thing where he like
shame.
gently punches your shoulder. It's like tough.
I'm gonna do like the stereotypical sitcom. Oh, Howard. You know, like hand. Whatever. Let's just continue.
Yeah. You head down the left hallway. It is dark. There are no lights, but you use your Pip Boys a little bit to shine a little bit of light. The floor is decrepit.
I don't know
There
how much of whatever you're doing. I was gonna say I know the Pit Boy at least. Oh no, you're right. Yeah. Never mind.
the
I was
Pip
gonna
Boy
say the Pip.
6900
I was gonna say at least in game you can use your Pit Boy to like
as a flashlight.
kind of it like glows like a brighter green, I guess.
There's literally a flashlight.
Okay,
I
neat.
think.
I know
This one
that.
has a flashlight at
Okay,
least.
well, okay.
This is the 6900. It has a flashlight.
69.
See, that's why I made it my own, so I could say it has
Mhm.
things. Because
Yeah,
I'm smart. I did that. I planned ahead.
planned
Yeah,
ahead.
you're able to use a flashlight. It's not very bright. It's like a yellow orange flashlight, but you show it on the ground. Most of the doors in this hallway are blocked off by rubble and shit that have just like come down from the ceiling. You can see like the sky above you. It's very cloudy out. I just realized that the sun's out, but so Scott, you can't see the sky. You see the second floor, and it's dark up there. There are two doors that are not blocked off.
I will check through one of them. The first one that I see. The one, I guess, on the closest one to me. I will attempt to go through it.
All right. The first door goes to an office, a doctor's office. Like, right, there's like the desk, and there's like a couple of chairs that are old and stained and kind of a bit rusty on the legs, and then there's like the little lay down thing with the paper on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the paper's gone. On the desk there are 2 stim packs, 2 bottles of dirty water, a bottle of purified water, a Jet and a Psycho.
I'll take the Jet Psycho stim packs and the purified water. So how much is all that? How many stim packs?
You have 2 more.
So we got 3 stim packs.
Yeah, you have 3 now.
What we said? 1 Jet, 1 Psycho.
Yep, 1 of each. You gonna give me any of those, or
Clean.
I'm here too.
You know what? Hey, buddy, Howard, you've been good to me. Have some dirty water.
Oh, sweet! And he takes the dirty water. Lovely. I'm really glad that you gave me dirty water. That means that we're
I'll
friends.
give him the clean water in addition to the dirty water. Because I'm a friend.
All right.
He's my
That's your
buddy.
buddies. I just wrote 2 bottles of dirty.
2 bottles of dirty. Yeah, then I go look around some more. Like, check the drawers, I guess, if there's drawers.
In the hallway.
Oh, in the hall. I'll go check. Yeah, I'll go in the hallway.
No,
check
shh. In the hallway, you hear this like groaning noise, like it's this groaning.
I will peek. I'll like barely crack the door open and peek through, see if I can see him or it, whatever it is.
You see in the hallway 2 ghouls.
Feral, like
They're
okay.
Feral ghouls. There are these 2 men, except there's no hair. They're just blistered and covered in like hives and shit. They're like zombies almost, you know?
Mm-hmm. I got a question. So I was thinking. So I was thinking of this earlier. So I had a thought. Okay. What if Papa Skuff, just for whatever reason, when he sees a ghoul, may it be feral or normal, instead of talking like normal, he like sort of talked like this.
Like that?
Yeah, I can't do it right now, so never mind. I'll do it some other time because my throat, whatever. All right, yeah, okay. I'm going to alert Howard of the scenario that is unfolding before us. That there are two ghouls in the I'm gonna tell that there are two crispy-looking motherfuckers outside this door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
To what? Crispy look.
well, they look
He
like
peeks out the door, and he pops his head back in, and like hiding behind the wall, and he says, "Okay, yeah, those guys are pretty crispy.
uh.
What do we do?"
Well, I have a knife. I mean, they look like they're in pain.
One of them pops his head through the door and starts clawing at you. Roll initiative.
Oh, hell yeah! Oh, I should have. Damn it! I should have took that time
Oh,
to
no.
pop a fucking. I should have fucking took that time to pop like a jet or something. Then I could. I got a 14 plus 3. Yeah, 17.
All right. So Howard got 4. The ghouls each got 14. It is your turn, Papa Scuff. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to start shanking wildly at the. I'm gonna start shanking at the ghoul that's like poking his head through.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right. All right. It was a D20. Yeah.
Yeah, D20 plus
Okay.
melee, I think.
14 plus 3, so 17.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. 3, 4, 5. 5 damage.
And it makes that gross sound, and it recoils. How many? You get multiple attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and, or what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna kind of because he recoiled a bit. So is he still kind of poking his head through the door?
He's
Is
still
he
kind of there, yeah.
Okay,
He's still
boom!
trying.
I'll do it again. I'll like kind of push on the door, preventing him a little bit from pulling out all the way, and then I'm going to attack again with my kniff.
All right, and I'm gonna say you have
not
advantage because you shut the door on him and now he's stuck.
Thank God! Advantage means I get 2 dice rolls, pick the highest.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Okay, because that was a 4. Thank God. 15 plus the number 3. So
That hits.
yeah, that number. All right. That is a 3 damage.
And its arm kind of falls off. The arm that caught, its arm got caught in the door. You slice it off, and the door slams shut. So it is the ghoul's turn. Unless you're gonna keep doing something, you still have more time.
To what? To like open a door, it cost like 2 AP. Yeah. To do simple stuff like that, it's like 2 AP.
That sounds right.
Okay, I'll open the door, and then with my last remaining 3 AP, I'll make one more attack.
All right.
13 plus 3, 16.
That hits.
All right.
Barely.
3 damage.
You get it right in the head, and it just goes all the way down to the ground. And the other one looks at you and glares, and it starts coming at you a little bit faster than it was moving before. I'm assuming you're kind of out in the hallway now, just because you had to attack him.
A little bit, yeah.
Howard's poking his head out behind you. You have one more. That was your last attack, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ghoul number 2 is going to come at you and try to bite you or something. I don't know. He's going to try to bite you. I'm going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't.
Okay. Because I do have an 18 armor class.
The second one is a nat 20. So that hits. He's going to do... Oh, wait. It's a d4. 2 points of damage and 5 rads.
Okay. I was going to say, with critical hits, you added a die, right? I'm assuming? Because with critical
4
hits... 4
points of damage and 4 rads.
4 points, 4 rads.
Yep, 4/4. My favorite Mario Bros. Huh? My favorite
10% of 4 is what?
I'll say, just say 3. I'll say 3.
Okay.
Did I say 4 rads? I meant 5.
Something.
But
and
I'll say, but
4 points of damage.
4 then. Yeah, 4 points of damage. And you'll take 4 rads just because I am kind and loving to my players.
Okay.
Howard is going to take his turn. He's going to try to pop a couple shots off at this thing. He gets... What's his small guns? He gets a 12. That doesn't hit. Attempt number 2. He gets a 20. That does hit. 5 points of damage. And his third attack... He misses. So, he does 5 points of damage. He misses 2 of his shots. He pops 1 off. It is your turn, Mr. Skuff.
Be on the safe side. I'm going to take 1 stim pack.
Alright. It's 1d6.
And that's... Healing 4, which brings me back up to 8.
Perfect.
Okay, and then I will... See, that was 2, so... I got 3 attacks. I'm going to attack him once. 12. Does that hit?
No.
Hit. 15.
No.
Okay, last one. 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, 19. So
that hits. Yep.
Okay. That was a cocked die. 4.
He recoils. I've used that word so much. It's like my new favorite word or something for combat. He recoils. He jumps back and howls out in pain. You kind of get him like right in the throat. So he's like, stuff is coming out. And it's not red.
It's like a milky brown.
It makes you uncomfortable. Or maybe, I don't know. Does it?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I mean, I don't know. I literally ate a fucking wolf heart like not even 10 minutes ago.
You could like it gets like green goo on the floor. You start licking it up. No, I don't know. I'm not gonna make moves for your character because that's not cool. You know, That's not the thing you do. He's not dead quite yet, but he's very close. He's going to try to use his turn to slash at you. That is not going to hit. Not going to hit. And that one... 17?
18.
Damn. Yeah, he doesn't hit. He's very disturbed. Very bothered by his current predicament. Howard's going to take another shot at this guy. That is a 17, which does hit. And he kills him. He steadies his hands as he holds the gun up to the ghoul. He says, Papa Skuff, get out of the way. And
jump out of the way.
And he lets loose a bullet, and it shoots the ghoul right in the head, and it tears it right off. The ghoul goes flying backwards.
Yes. Good old Fallout mechanics.
I love Fallout. And that is that. That is the combat.
Shoot him in the arm, his head flies off.
The combat. No, he shot the head.
No, I'm joking.
Quick, get the legs. Head flies off. Yeah, that's that. You've defeated 2 ghouls. What were those things?
I don't know. They kind of look like ghoulish figures. What should we call them?
I say ghouls, and Tyrone's behind you.
What? Tyrone, where'd you come from? See, my dad says we call them ghouls, so I'm thinking I'm gonna call him a ghoul.
Your dad? Oh, is this about that cockroach again?
Hey, I mean, yeah, this is my dad.
Yeah, that's right, I'm your dad. I'm so proud of you. You killed him.
Yeah.
All on your own, without help. I'm so proud of you.
I mean, I had a little help, but
no,
yeah,
you didn't have any help. You did it all on your own.
I guess you're right.
And Howard looks at you. And he sighs.
Yeah. Well, Dad, I'm a little under the weather, so I'm gonna go look for some more medical supplies. Thank you very much.
If I were you, I might check, the floor, see if there's any keys lying around, but hey, that's just me. And he disappears.
I'm gonna start checking the floors for any keys.
What are you doing?
Checking the floors for any... Did you not hear what I just said there, mister?
You said that out loud?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll. What's perception? Is it just perception? I always
Okay.
think in D&D terms, and it's like, what? There's perception
Mm-hmm.
save. Roll a perception save.
All right. The D20? No.
No, anything in the skills
Yeah.
box is 100.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think. I don't know.
Mm, well, 27, 28.
No, I mean, the floor is kind of just rubble. You can see the floor from above is just crumbled in. It is rubble. It's a
Yes.
mess.
Yes, the floor here is made of floor.
Uh, what, what are you? What would prompt you to look at the floor for keys?
My daddy said so.
My daddy? Your daddy?
Daddy? Yeah, my dad. He was over there, but, you know, I'm just checking to see if there's any. See, we're in the middle of a dilapidated building. You know, people could have died, dropped a key or something. So that's my thought process and my dad's thought process.
Okay. Do you want to check this second room here, or you want to stare at the
Oh,
floor?
yeah, I think I will. I'll check the room.
The room is another one like the last one you were in. It's a little office where you would meet with a patient. The desk is less cluttered than the last one. It just has a stim pack and 2 jet.
Oh, I'll take him. I'll give one to. I'll give one of each to my boy Howard.
Oh, he gets a stim pack and a jet?
Yeah,
All right. He will take those.
because he's such a dear friend.
Good friend. Says, oh,
Daddy.
yeah, thanks. Check any of the cabinets for anything? I mean, it might have like other shit in there.
Yeah, checking the cabinets. Bada boom, bada boom.
Actually, we didn't check the cabinets in the other room.
We didn't. So when I'm done with these cabinets in here, I'll go check the other ones.
Yeah, from what you can tell, the cabinets are mostly just junk. It seems like they've been filed through before. There's like paper and medical records and shit, but nothing really.
On the paper, are there any?
Tissues.
No, I was up to ask you. Any paper clips
Yes.
or bobby pins?
Yeah, sure. I would say you were able to find a paperclip.
A single, yeah, buddy. One paper clip.
Oh, we're gonna try the door again?
I don't think we can because the thingy. You know what I'm going to do though? I'm going to go to that door and I'm gonna fucking body slam that shit. See if I can break it open.
Alright, on the way out, Howard, he rolled a 79 perception, and he points at the floor and he says, oh, hey, you're right. And he leans down and he picks up a little key, a little bronze key. Says, do you think this goes to the door in the front?
What? Well, we could try.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, we could try. Ha.
And he walks ahead of you, and he does like the kind of like cocky pose, like, yeah, I'm walking here, you know.
He's strutting his stuff.
He's strutting his stuff toward the front of the building, and then he trips over a piece of rubble and takes
I'm
one.
gonna follow suit, but keep a clear eye on the rubble that there may be, and I'll help him up.
Yeah. You make it back to the front room where the door is, and he hands you the key and he says, "You want to do the honors?"
Yeah, I take that sucker and I shove it in the hole and give her a twist.
And sure enough, it pops open.
Well, that's how keys work.
And also the stim pack needle that got stuck in there has shaped perfectly to the keyhole.
Oh, nice. Well, let's get a move on. I open the door and take a look on in.
It is a storage room. There's a bunch of shelves, like metal shelves, kind of like in the storage room inside the vault, but much smaller. And on the shelf, I mean, there's a bunch of drugs. There's a bunch of stuff. There's 7 stim packs, 2 jet, 3 psycho, a buff out, 2 radaway, 4 purified water, 3 cram, and 2 dandy boy apples.
Yep. I'm gonna start frantically shoving all those in my pocket holes.
Gullet. Right in your gullet. Damn, look at all this stuff. It's like someone never even thought to come in here.
Well, you see, they didn't have my dad or you. You did a good part there, guiding them to that key that you found. So, you know. And that, I mean, it's a big metal door, they're made to keep people out or things in. But in this case, to keep people out.
I think that's the single most smart thing you've ever said.
Well, I do my best.
That doors are meant to keep people out.
Uh, for purified water. God, that's a lot of stuff. And it's all for me?
Well, I imagine we're going to split it up when we get back together again, but yeah.
Yeah.
You can carry it for now.
Yeah, 3 water. Water. 3 water. 3 cram. That's a lot of cram.
It's a lot of cram. He clearly likes it.
And 2 dandy boys.
2 dandy boy apples. They're apples.
2 dandy boys.
2 dandy boys and a partridge in a pear tree.
I'm spelling these like a toddler would, because I'm dumb.
Figured.
Yeah. All right. Are there any insert addict dolls? That's it. Yeah.
Nope.
Or is this just okay? Well, neat. I will consume all of it right now.
You die instantly.
just kidding.
From drug overdose. Sorry. No. He says, I think we got everything we can. I mean, we'd have to clear out a bunch of rubble if we wanted to explore anywhere else. Plus, it's probably about time we headed back. What do you think?
Yeah, it's getting a time. It's a time. We should go meet up with the other people. Let them know of our findings. And by other people, I mean our 2 good old friends, Ant and Mandy.
Yeah.
Emphasis on good old friends.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think we're good friends. Let's head out.
All right, heading out.
Well, after about 6 or 7 hours of inactivity in the camp, you start to hear, more people getting up and bustling about, chatting with each other, getting bags packed and things like that. Some people are feeding the wolves that have drawn the sleds.
Okay.
And, just general activity begins in the morning.
All right.
It doesn't take very long for Lieutenant Chin to be up and about, talking with a few of his officers and personnel, just about various things. At one point, he mentions some of the other parties, the other search parties that went out into town, wondering where the heck they are, considering they're still not back. And then he looks at you and says, "Oh, hey."
So, Lieutenant Chin, you wouldn't happen to know why I can't remember anything beyond my name?
I'm willing to bet there's some stuff in there. Maybe some program, I don't know. I'm not much of a computers guy. We got some guys in Deadhorse that might be able to help you out with that, but I wouldn't know.
Oh, wonderful. So, what what was going on before I woke up?
What do you mean?
Like, you just sort of found me in that building and then I just woke up?
I mean, we were searching for you, among other things. We were searching the town of Barrow, the ruins of Barrow, to see what we could find, and we found you, so we, tried to turn you on. And it worked.
Okay.
It took a bit of doing, though.
And I guess my last question is, what do you want with me?
I think we talked about this on the way here, didn't we? Remember, we think there might be some information on you.
Right.
Well, alright. I'll go ahead and tell you. We think that there's a map on you.
A map?
Yeah. And we kind of need that map. It's not just a map of the area or anything. There's a couple things on that map that we need to be able to find. I don't know if I can tell you much more about it, but we think
Are we going to find some buried treasure?
Something like that. Tell you what, I think we mentioned this last night, we got a bunch of stuff that people found in the ruins, like weapons and drugs and stuff. There's a pile of it over there. I had the men sort of gather it in one place. Could you go sort through that for a little bit?
Sure thing.
We're gonna try and distribute it more or less evenly between each sled. There are 1, 2, 3. I think we got 5 sleds right now, but we should have 9 later.
I'll do my best.
Good. And he walks off to talk to one of his men, who's holding a few of the remaining cans of beer from last night, and sort of tells him to, shove it in one of his bags quietly. And you head over to sort of just a pile of weapons. I mean, there's a bunch of them. It's like maybe a foot tall pile with there's a bunch of ammo and different guns and various stim packs, which are these needles with fluid in them.
I could murder everybody.
Yeah, so a stim pack is like a needle with fluid in it. It looks strange. It has a little round thing on the top, with a meter on it.
What does it do?
So a stim pack is just a generic healing item.
Okay.
It recovers health. You see some other various drugs in there. I'm not gonna make you actually sit and organize that because that's not
right.
Compelling audio.
I just do it.
You do it, and you sort of sort them out into 9 different piles. They're much smaller. And about the time you finish, I want you to go ahead and roll perception.
Percentile?
Yes. A perception save on a D100 percentile, yeah.
Perception save, okay.
Mm-hmm. Should be on your skills list.
That is 110.
Oh, good job. You see to the south, 2 blips on the horizon, and over the next few minutes they get bigger and bigger, and you realize that these are 2 of the sleds, the bobsleds, that they've had these Radwolves drawing. And they're not coming from in town, they're coming from pretty much the opposite direction-ish to the south. And as they get closer, they slow down, sort of stop by the fire, and one of the men hops off and says, Quick, we need medical attention.
Oh, I guess this is my chance to do something for once.
I know.
Let me see. I'm a doctor.
2 of the men lie a guy down in the sled, and they wave you over.
Okay, I go over there.
Right. So below you see a man with sort of he's very wounded, right? He has this bite wound on his hip. And it looks like a chunk, a decent chunk of him has been taken out.
Wow.
Not entirely a chunk, but very deep gashes that have sort of been torn out right at his hip. And you can actually see a bit of the bone.
Wow. If I just give him a stim pack, will that help?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to do that.
First of all, how many points in medicine do you have?
45?
You have 45. All right, so...
It's one of the 3 that is bubbled in.
Correct. So you, when you use the stim pack, you are going to heal 2d6 on this guy.
8.
All right. So you inject a stim pack into, right into his arm real quickly, and before your eyes, it's almost like magic. You can see, the blood slows quickly, and you can see his skin regrowing, right before your eyes. And he looks at you, and he coughs a little bit, and he says, Thank you.
Feel better?
I'm gonna need to catch my breath and probably rest, but yeah, I feel better already.
Wonderful.
Jeez, this nasty thing just kind of attacked me out of nowhere. I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a bear, I think, but it was gross. It was gross. It had these giant teeth and claws. You could see them out of the snow. They were yellow and nasty. And I didn't know what to do before I knew it. He was attacking me. And one of the guys, he's sat up. One of the guys gently puts his hand on his chest and pushes him down and says, all right, you need to rest. We can talk about it later. And he looks at you and says, Are you new? When we get a Mr. Handy?
Yeah. I'm new here.
Is that all you can say? I'm new here.
My name is Marcus.
All right.
What's your name?
Okay, I'm gonna go to Google. I'll look up Chinese names.
Lee. Sing.
Sing.
It's my uncle's name.
Sure, yeah. Is it S-I-N-G?
Yeah. Actually, my uncle's a doctor, so...
Hell yeah. My name's Sing. And he puts his hand out and sort of shakes your hand, in quotes.
Nice to meet you.
And Lieutenant Chin comes up and says, "You guys got this dealt with?" And Sing looks at him and nods and says, "Yep, this robot of yours that you found, I'm assuming, helped him out pretty quickly." And Lieutenant Chin says, "Huh, so you really do like helping people."
Always happy to help.
Good. Well, me and some of the other men had decided we're going to send a party back into the town to search for the other parties. We're kind of getting a little bit concerned that they might have been hurt or something. And part of that entails medical help. So, good news, you got a job, you're going to town.
Cool.
You guys have met up outside of the Austin Nort Library. I think that's what I called it.
I don't remember.
It's probably that, given that's the person who it's named after. But you guys have finally met up outside of the library. It's about time to get going.
Me and Mandy have a lot of books we stole. Stolen quotes. It's a library. You just borrow books for free, of course.
Also, it's the apocalypse.
Hey, boys! We're all here. Like, we're all met out outside the
Yeah,
place.
everyone's here.
Right.
The main party's here, yeah.
Oh
Except
my god,
for
even young Link.
Kyle.
Hey, boys!
Even young Link is here.
Pichu.
Yeah, that's
You
that's
guys
right.
want some drugs of the healthy variety?
We did
No.
find a lot of stim packs and stuff inside the health center. So, if you want to give me money,
I don't have any money.
you have to get them from Skuff.
Currency even really... Does currency really even exist?
Yeah, caps.
Oh yeah.
They're literal bottle caps.
Well, I don't have any...
I don't think you guys know in character about that yet, but...
I say no to drugs. Or chems.
Well, you don't have to do the drugs, but, like, stim packs are only helpful. You see these? And he pulls out, like, a single... It's like a needle with a meter on top, a round little meter on top. And he says, "This is a stim pack. We found some of these in the health center, and they can just, like, heal you.
Oh.
They're really cool.
Wow. I'm gonna...
I only have the one, though.
Oh.
This is mine."
Oh, you said some?
And he puts it back in his...
You said some, though.
Yeah, I have them.
Oh. Can I have some?
You know what? Because you're my friend, I will give you some of my stuff. I'm gonna give you one stim pack, one,
Give me ketamine.
one, purified water, and one scram. Do you want a dandy apple?
A what?
A dandy apple, you know, like the casual box of dandy apple cereal brand stuff. Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Is
Dandy
it
apples?
cereal? Is it cereal?
Oh, I think so.
I think it's actually apples.
Oh no, it's literally a box of apple.
Oh, they're
cake.
caramel apples.
Okay,
That's what they
so
are.
how do you spell the stem pack?
Stim, just
They're
STIM, like stimulants.
Okay. And
They
then...
stimulate the muscles to
So
regenerate themselves.
you gave me some water, you gave me a stim pack, what
I
else?
gave you a stim pack, one water, one cram.
Okay, creme?
Cram.
Cram.
Like
Cram.
spam.
Oh,
It's spam, but it's cram.
is
And
that
then
a chem?
He clearly likes it.
One box of Dandy Boys apples.
They're like caramel apples.
Dandy's boy apples.
Dandy's boy appalled
Dandy's boy balls.
by apples.
Are these safe to eat?
Well, you know what they say: an apple a day keeps the dandy boy away.
Well, yeah, I think
How long?
it's not goo.
Well, what's the what? Well, do you know how the goo goes bad? How do you know?
Does
if
the goo
this...
go bad?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, does this go bad like the goo?
No, this is real food. See, the goo goes bad because it's like fake and like supplemental, but like this is the good stuff. This is real. It never goes bad. And
Hey, you can turn it to goo by smashing it a bunch.
if you want, yeah, but it'll go bad then. But like when it's like intact food, I've heard they never go bad.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna take out one of
And
the
then-
candied apples and take a bite out of this.
Mandy looks alarmed. He's like, wait, what?
It's too late.
She can't
took
get a
a
word in.
bite out of the candied apple.
You can't put that in your body. It's not gray nor goo.
That's terrible. But how does it taste?
How long has this this apple been laying on?
No idea. A long time.
Okay, I'm gonna say it very safely in Ant's voice.
I assume they're all good.
It tastes fucking horrible. And I'm gonna quickly just spit it out like, oh.
I was hoping you would say, it tastes amazing.
No, God, like.
Well, because keep in mind, the only thing you've ever tasted is, like, Grey goo.
Man,
So,
this
like,
is, like, we're talking about apples that have been sitting here for, like, how many decades? Yeah, these things nasty.
They're candy apples. Also, I'm
Ew.
like pretty sure they're all good.
they have
yeah.
so many preservatives
oh God,
in them.
that sounds disgusting. Aunt's definitely spitting it out, because if she doesn't spit it out now and even tries to digest this, she's probably gonna throw up. Because by all logical standpoints, century-old candy apples are not yummy.
I don't see anybody complaining about them. So
Oh no, Aunt
More for me. Howard swoops in and takes the rest of the apple and just eats it.
how could you eat that?
Oh. No, that isn't good. You're right.
It's horrible.
I'm just gonna...
oh, he dies. Howard Todd's dead.
Okay, I'm good now.
I told you it's awful. And like Aunt looks just like a little nauseous.
Was there another one in there?
Huh?
Was there another one in there? Or was it just the one?
I think there was another.
Because the box has 2 on them.
Yeah, there's another in there.
Cool. And he just takes the box and he like puts it in his bag and he's like, I'm sure someone will buy that off me.
I guess, but wow, that was so bad. Does all food taste like that?
Yes.
I don't know, says Mandy. Maybe.
I hope it doesn't. Yeah, Aunt looks a little nauseous right now because
There's also the cram.
what's the cram?
Spam.
It's
I'm
spam.
gonna quickly check. Does spam?
It-
I like. Oh, this is like future cram. Also, like,
yeah, I was gonna
this
say
is
all
cram
these are
from the
future.
2070s.
These are all future foods.
There's just so much preservative in it. It just stays schlop forever.
I was gonna say. I
Well,
was
a
like,
can of spam can last for 5 years in the pantry unopened, so let's just say, yeah, this will probably work if it's future spam.
It's future.
oh,
it's-
this is future food.
No, I like the idea that it's just all so disgusting, and everyone else in the world can eat it except for you.
It's like tacos yogurt like curse.
God. Everything
Don't ever
tastes-
say that phrase. You don't say those 2 words together ever.
yogurt
Tacos
Taco
yogurt
yogurt.
curse.
from
Tacos, yogurt, cursed.
you know, from the Adventure Zone where everything tasted like a key lime go-gurt.
Because it was a spell that backfired.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No,
We're bringing out some buried memories.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I can't wait for Aunt to discover the joys of farming so she never has to experience this pain ever again.
Terrible food. Did you by chance save the seeds?
I didn't think of
oh,
that.
you know what? Because you ate it.
I think Mandy like picks up the finished apple and it's disgusting, but she like picks out she fiddles with the core, and she pulls something out, and it's a little seed, and she says, "We might be able to plant this later."
But will it taste like that?
Technically, because you ate the apple, wouldn't you get radiation poisoning?
Oh goddamn!
I'm like pretty sure eating
That
them
is
gives
true.
rads.
That is true.
Oh, no.
I think. Let me check
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
where it says that.
Let's see, Dandy Boy apple. 5 rads.
Howard would get it too.
5
Wait.
rads.
How?
I would say because you spit it out, you would get half as much as it says. Howard's gonna get the full thing.
So
though.
how much
Okay.
is how much like rad does it take until I like fucking die?
Oh, like, it's like 1,000.
It takes quite a few. It
Okay.
takes a few. You don't need
So
to.
2.5 is
like-
that bad?
Okay, well, hold on. So, because you have a vault suit, that gives you 10 rad resistance. So, 10% of 2.5.
So I'll just round it down to 2 for you.
Sweet.
Make it easy.
So plus 2 rad.
So if it's 5 rads, so I think Howard would get 4 then.
Dude, Nuka Quantum gives you 30 fucking rads.
Yeah, that's about as bad for you as soda is, I would say.
Jeez.
I'd say quantum, soda, yeah, not good for you. I guarantee you there's like at least a little bit of radiation poisoning in every can of Coca-Cola.
Probably.
Just like a little.
Just
Not
a
enough to kill
little.
you, but like if you drank 50 cans in one day, you'd be dead, I think.
You get more radiation from a human-made soda than a mutated bear's ribs. As a matter of fact, you don't get any radiation from a mutated bear's ribs.
Mm.
Yep, that sounds right to me. They put in a little radiation into the soda to make it taste a little better. It tastes rad. Well, what should we do now? I mean, we're supposed to head to Deadhorse, aren't we?
Aren't we in dead?
And
No.
we're in Barrow.
Whoops.
Deadhorse is to the east. And Mandy is going to pull out her Pip-Boy 6900. I have to say the number every time, legally, because otherwise the joke just gets left behind.
Is it safe to assume that there's a shop here in this town that sells weapons and of the other variety item stuff things?
In Barrow?
Yeah.
No.
Barrow. No. Yeah, that's right.
This is the town that you just, this is ruins.
Mhm.
It's all ruins at this point. But, Mandy pulls out her Pip-Boy 6900. She pulls up the map and she shows you, and I'm going to actually go ahead and show you a real map of Alaska. Mandy points at her Pip-Boy 6900 and she shows you the map and she says, "So you see this northern point up here, right at the top, on the left? That's where we are. That's Camp Barrow. And we're going all the way down there to Deadhorse." And she shows you the map on her arm.
Fuck that. No, I don't want to go that far. That's going to be forever a walk.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I don't know how long it would take us to walk there.
But we have a private jet.
We have a private jet right here. Look under your seat. Every single one of you has a private jet. You get a private jet, and and you get a private jet, and you get a private jet. Everyone gets a private jet. No, well, I mean, I'm sure we can find a way to get there faster, but walking isn't gonna cut it, especially in this cold.
We don't have any tents or anything, do we?
Well, I mean, I think there's a highway. So maybe if we follow the highway, we might find something along the way.
I guess. Hopefully.
And she traces her finger along the highway that isn't present on this map because there's actually no highway in real life, but there is now. It's a future highway. It gets added in the future. They make it in the future. She traces her finger along the highway. It sort of follows the north coast of Alaska until it reaches Deadhorse. And she kind of scratches her head and says, I mean, maybe. It'll be easier traveling along the highway, I'm sure.
Probably will. Maybe we can find, one of the, what are they called? Cars.
The stations, the
cars. What if
the gas stations.
What if we found a car and we drove it over there?
You think? Oh, maybe. Do you think it would still work?
Hopefully.
Howard, at this point, has just kind of started walking. He's sort of tried to follow the signs of the roads. He's noticed, hey, this sign says it goes to Highway 12. Well, it says 12, which I assume is the highway, given the number on the Pip-Boy. Maybe we should follow it there.
I guess.
I'm down for that.
I guess. And the group of you head down Highway 12, State Highway 12 in Alaska. I think it was 12. Is that what I called it? Shoot. Now I have to go look and make sure it's State Highway 12, because I don't think there is a State Highway 12 in real life, because I remember like looking and checking, and I guarantee I'm going to be wrong, and there's going to be like 34 highways. It's going to go all the way up to like 34, and I'm going to have made a false highway, but it doesn't matter. You guys follow the highway for a little bit, and I want you guys to roll a perception check.
That is a thing. Yes, perception save, I'm assuming.
Perception save, sorry.
68. Oh, so
And?
close.
It was almost really nice.
I'm gonna fudge it and say 69.
You know what? I'll allow it. Just this once. Ant, did you roll a perception save?
I did not.
Could you roll a perception save, please?
I will. So that's 93 without modifiers. Should I even add the mod?
Yeah, add your perception save.
So 104.
Alright. Both of you realize as you follow the highway, a little bit off the highway, there you see a few tents pitched on the side of the highway. And as you get closer, you realize there are people bustling around in the area. There's like a fire that's still being dealt with. And Marcus, I would also like you to roll a perception save.
Oh!
Oh shit, wait, me?
Yeah!
Yeah.
I'm here? I didn't think I'd be playing tonight.
Yep.
Oh my god! We get to be our friends!
Lefty's finally with us!
You're home!
I know.
I gotta find my character sheet.
Go find your character sheet.
78.
Alright, so Marcus, with the 78, you and a few other people have been sort of gearing up to get one of the sleds ready, one of the wolf-drawn sleds ready, and you see in the distance this party of 4 vault dwellers, all in heavy coats, approaching your camp.
Hello.
Well, they're not close enough yet.
I was about to go static, but wow.
They're approaching as you are gearing up one of these sleds.
Okay.
No one else in the camp has noticed them quite yet. Everybody's being bustling around, getting gear ready to get on the sled to head into town.
I'm gonna go find Lieutenant Chin and tell him.
All right, he is speaking to a few men in one of the tents, and he looks over his shoulder. He stops what he's saying, and he says, "Yeah, what's up?"
4 strangers in blue coats just wandered in.
Well, okay. Guys, we'll continue this conversation when I get back. I gotta go talk to these people. And he takes off out of the tent, and he says, "Do you want to come with me, Marcus?"
Sure.
Alright. And the 4 of you see approaching you a man in sort of an army-looking coat with a couple stripes on his arm and various knickknacks on his chest. And he walks up to you and says, "What's your business here?"
They said Alaska was so cold. They said to live there you gotta be oh so bold. They never knew just what we had till it was gone. Alaska, where'd you go? Alaska, where'd you go? Alaska, where'd you go? Why'd you go away? Alaska, where'd you go? Alaska, where did you go? Alaska, where'd you go? Why'd you go away? Yeah. They said Alaska must be cold. They said to live there you must be oh so bold. They never knew just what we had
Hello, everybody. This is your Overseer Max here. As always, I want to thank you for listening to this episode of Fallout Survivors of the North. This is episode 8, the 4th episode of our second arc, which is not really even halfway done, to be honest. Well, maybe over halfway, but we're not done. We're not close yet. So this one's going to be longer than the first arc. Yeah, as always, I want to give a shout out to the people on r/VNV. That is the subreddit for this game, Vaults Vertiberds. They have put so much time and effort into making this game a product. Not a product, it's free. Making it good. And they make all sorts of cool stuff for it. They talk about it. They do rules discussion. They have a Discord, which I am on, and Jimmy is on now, actually, as well. So please go give them some love, give them some attention. They deserve it. You can follow us on Twitter at FalloutSOTN. Again, that's at FalloutSOTN. And you can tweet about us using the hashtag FalloutSOTN or hashtag Survivors of the North. If you do that, you may end up naming a character or a location on the show. We actually have a couple of those lined up still. Well, one of those lined up still, because because of a little giveaway thing. Not giveaway, but a little... Our 69th follower got to name a character, and that's coming up. So that's interesting. You can also leave us a review on iTunes or Stitcher or other platforms, probably. We haven't gotten a review on iTunes in a while. So I'm going to go ahead and hammer this point home until you want to die. If you don't review us on iTunes, I will personally cry. So that's the thing. No, but if you review us on iTunes, give us a 5-star review. That really helps. That I don't know how it helps, but it helps. Probably something to do with more people seeing the show or something like that. I don't really know. But if you do give us a review, that would be really cool. It's really motivating, too, to see someone say, I really like this show, I want to see more of it, things like that. The few reviews we do have been very positive, and they're very nice. And if you do review us on iTunes, just like with Twitter, you might be able to name a character or a location on the show, which is super cool and super fun and cool. The next episode of Fallout Survivors the North will be on January 24th. We're already plowing through the month of January. We're almost at 10 episodes, actually, of the show, including Surviving the Podcast. Next episode will be the 10th. If we don't, then the 10th episode will be on February 7th. That said, because of the way Pinecast works, we can only have 10 episodes of the show at a time. Until we pay for the service. So, I think probably starting in February, I'm going to be personally paying out of my wallet to support this show, which means we'll probably want to be starting a Patreon soon. I'll get back to you with more details on that. Anyway, next episode will be on January 24th, as I said. I hope to see you guys there. Thank you very much.